Hello my good people, how are you doing? Thank you so much for tuning into this channel. My name is Lynn Nyawera. I promised you that I'm coming back to interviews, and today I'm so excited to bring to you the guest. Her name is Muthama, and she is the founder of Generation of Community Empowerment. At the same time, she is a businesswoman, and so today we have her here in this show. She is going to share with us her story. I know you're going to enjoy, and remember to comment down below, and if you have not subscribed, kindly click the subscribe button and the notification bell as well. So at this time, I take this opportunity to welcome her in this show. Thank you for coming.
It's a pleasure to be
Yes. Yeah, you can tell our people more about yourself.
My name is Muthama, and I run an organization under the name Generation of Community Empowerment, and also I also do a business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you tell us more about the Generation of Community Empowerment?
Generation of Community Empowerment is an organization that takes care of our young girls and women needs. Also, we get to visit children homes and any need where we are sent by the Lord, because it's the Lord who sends us. Yeah.
Yes, because the reason I've asked you is because I knew you through the Generation of Community Empowerment. I saw the good work that you are doing on Facebook, and I got interested because as Kenya young journalists, one of our aims is to inspire people out there to impact the society in a positive way. So yeah, that is good work you are doing there. And yeah, when did you start this organization?
We began this organization 2 years ago. This is our 3rd year.
Okay.
And we normally go to primary schools and high schools, and it's also some of children's home.
Okay.
Yeah, so we help them access sanitary towels. We talk to them. We give them wisdom. Yeah.
And what makes you maybe to focus on the young people? Is it because maybe in your past you had something that maybe affected you, that made you to think of the young people, or what really inspired you?
Okay, what I normally say is we are not where we are coming from.
Yes.
And despite us going through some phases in our lives, the most important thing is to understand season and time.
Yeah.
So yes, there was that part of us missing the sanitary pads and having challenges during the school, but here came a burden and a good story out of the storm, and we thank God because now we are becoming solution to our young girls. We can help them access the sanitary towels. We can help them know where we didn't know, what we didn't know then. We can help them walk the journey with easiness. Yes.
Okay. And so, like, where do you get your finances to fund this organization? Because such things are maybe quite costly, especially when you're going to schools and to many people. Like, how do you fund the organization?
For now, we don't have sponsors. We have God as our sponsor.
Okay.
And one thing I always believe in this organization is because it was born out of revelation. It's a God thing. It's not my assignment.
Okay.
It's God's assignment. And He always provides for us. He always comes through. When He sent us to a school, there's always a finance. Even one person comes and says, how much is your budget? And they sponsor us.
Wow.
So I can see we have not had any challenge when it comes to campaigning for the sanitary pads.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe which is this one project that you did that really touched yourself and you felt like, indeed, I need to do this more and more and more?
Okay, there was a time we went to a school at Makueni, and I was prompted to minister to the girls. And this was something that I can say it's what now abounds to the organization. It's not just a charity organization.
Yeah.
It's an organization that also gets to minister to young girls and walk with them a journey of faith. And this time we got to speak to these girls, and we can see how their hearts were heavy. We could see how their hearts had burden. And the fact that we left them feeling better than how we found them, that was a win for us and for God also. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And maybe during this time of lands, I saw there are some places you visited as the organization to help some of the people. Can you tell us more about it? What was their condition and how did you manage to help them?
Okay, when you are given a burden, it's specific to something.
Yeah.
So I was watching news and I saw this lady, she was crying, they don't have sanitary pads and they don't have panties. And that night I didn't sleep, it became a burden. So I approached one of my friends and I asked her, what can we do to these women and ladies? So we planned something and God came through financially. Then we were able to go and visit them. We visited them, we talked to them, we inspired them. You know, their shoe is bigger than our shoe at that time because they are grieving, they don't have a place to sleep. They don't have what to, and it takes God's wisdom to speak to people like that because you are speaking to them, you are going back to sleep in a safe house and they are left in a tent. So it's not a easy conversation, but through help of God, of course, we could manage to talk to them and leave them feeling better. Yeah.
Okay. And which place was that?
Kiamaiko.
Oh, Kiamaiko.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. And there is something maybe you have mentioned about talking to people who are depressed, who are going through hardship. Like, we don't have to necessarily give them money or give them anything, but even being there for them. Can you emphasize more on that? You know, when it comes to carrying someone else's burden, it doesn't mean that it's in money form. There's a word that you have that can inspire them. Maybe someone is depressed or food. They don't need money, they need food. So if you are in position to offer that food to this person, you have solved their problem. But again, you know, we have also to teach them how to fish because you can't feed them every day. How long are you going to be providing for them? You also need to give them a solution. If your solution is food, and we can give you a long-term solution, that now becomes much more easier than giving you a one-day food and we are gone. Okay. Yeah. Wow. So it's about just being there for them. Help. If it is clothes, by the children's home, maybe you can give them the clothes if you have the clothes and what you have, and maybe go and inspire them.
Yes.
Yeah. And now, like, how did you come to know this is what you want to do in life? You know, at this time, many people, they are, especially the young people, it is hard for us maybe to decide this is what I want to pursue, this is my purpose. How do you as a person identify this is specifically what I want to do?
Or I was in a season in my life where I wanted to know what I can do for God, not for myself. Because again, we are on earth for a purpose, and everyone has a purpose. And for you to know the purpose, you have to be in a relationship with God. And that's how He revealed to me, this is what you are supposed to do for me. Because I was asking Him, what can I do for you in this season? Because I was in a season of my life where I was getting to know this God in a level, or a personal level. And I also wanted to know what I can do for God. Not just me going to prayers and asking God, bless me with this, bless me with that. I wanted to know, what can I do for you, God? And this came as a revelation. And I thank God because it's a journey that involves Him. And it's all for His glory. Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad you mentioned that part of what we as Christians can do for God. Because I think maybe some people focus more on what to get from God.
Yes.
Like you find someone just want to go to church so that God can do this and this and this. Can you give us more explanation on this thing?
I strongly believe that everything that we need, we already have. It's a matter of manifesting. And manifesting takes a waiting season. During this waiting season, how are you waiting? Because if you are expecting God to bless you with money, have you asked God for wisdom and the power to create the wealth? Because you also have to give God ideas. If you pray, He give you ideas on how to create the wealth. If you are trusting God for something else different, how prepared are you? Because sometimes we are in this season to to be prepared for what you are asking for.
Yes.
But in this season, are you getting to know God in a deeper way? Because this is a season where you are supposed to focus on God. You are not supposed to focus on your problems.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes we glorify our problems more than God, who is preparing us. So I can say, for us to attain to that point, we need to have this good relationship with God. We need to know ourselves. You as a person, what can you do for God apart from asking?
Yes.
Sometimes God wants you to send you somewhere, but you are so occupied with the storm, He can't even send you.
Okay.
So it's always good to listen to what God has to say you do for Him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very, very important. And now maybe coming back to generation of community empowerment, what do you purpose to achieve in the future? What are your future plans?
It's a long-term program, if I may say.
Yes.
Because we are living now, this is what I'm living for.
Yes.
And I will be happy to be a solution forever.
Yeah.
For the young girls and also mothers who are not able to access sanitary pads. And also they get to know themselves, who they are, their identity as they grow up. That's majorly our agenda. Yeah.
Wow, that's very important. And now there was the World Menstrual Day the other time. Like, what is your perspective on how people take the menstrual, the hygiene of women, the health of women? How do society perceive it according to you?
You know, if we can take back life to a few years back, we can see periods were something that could not be discussed openly. You can even say you can have periods, but you will not share your periods.
Yeah.
But as time goes by, we now have the freedom to discuss the challenges that comes along with periods. Because most of the girls that I handle, some of them, they are sexually abused because they are after the sanitary pads. And also some of them, they become low self-esteem because they are not able to share, to say today I'm having my periods. And by so doing, they end up also using other things, not sanitary pads, because she's not open to say I have my flow today. So she opts to go and use other things like handkerchiefs and tissues.
Yes.
So it's a good thing that we bring that awareness about periods, because periods are supposed to be flow free.
Yes.
With no stress. It's something that is natural.
Yeah.
It's something that comes every month. So we can't. It's not sickness.
Yes.
It's natural.
Yeah.
So it's always good when we advocate for the menstrual. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's very, very important. And now we get to your business. How did you get to discover maybe this is the business I want to start? Well, was it out of passion or was it out of making profit, of course?
Okay, the point of having business is to create wealth, of course.
Yeah.
But there's also that passion behind it. What motivated you? What made you have such a kind of a business? And I can say I love fashion. I love fashion, and I also love people when they are looking good. You know, when you are looking good, there's that confidence that comes with that.
Yes.
Yeah, and also if that business is also glorifying God, you know, you can't just wake up and say, no, I want to do this. You also have to seek wisdom from God.
Yes.
So I can say I love fashion, and it's something that I would love to advance to a bigger thing in future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now maybe to someone out there who wants to start a business and they don't have enough capital, what is your advice to such people?
First of all, you have to know what kind of a business you want to do, and you research about the audience you are targeting. Capital is never a problem, especially with this time. You need a smartphone, and you can inquire from the people who are ahead of you on what you want. You get good pictures, you post them, and you begin your business without stock. So when a client comes, I want this, you get to your supplier, you get the product, and you deliver. So today it doesn't, You don't need so much money to begin a business. You only need to know, if I'm advertising for this, where can I get it? Yes. That's so important. Yeah.
Okay. And now maybe that you majorly deal with online, can you tell us more about the online business sector? Like, how can someone go about the same?
You have to set a platform for your business, and also the audience you want to target. If you want to sell maybe sneakers for kids, or of course you target mothers, and mothers, they love impulse buying. And when you set your platform, you get to, consistent is very important in business. You post today, you don't make a sale, tomorrow wake up and post again. So I love that consistency in business, because it's what now emerges to be a business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And now talking of you being a business woman, at the same time organizing this community empowerment, you are also employed, you are a mother, you are in a family. Like, how do you manage all these things?
It's just about time management. You plan yourself well, from 8 to 6, that's working hours. But the good thing with online-based shops, you can market anytime.
Yes.
Even when you are at lunch break, you post something, and someone definitely will like.
Yes.
And you can deliver at your free time. You arrange with your customer that this is the time that I'm available, then you get to deliver.
Okay.
So about the serving God, the generation community empowerment, I normally have some free days. So that's when I get to go and serve the society.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And now as we wind up, maybe for the generation of community empowerment, can someone maybe out there join you, or are you already an established organization? You don't need many more people to work with, or can someone be added to the organization?
The organization is still growing. We are now the 3rd year. We need sponsors to sponsor us to be able to reach as many girls as possible. Right now we don't have sponsors, but I have friends who are helping me deliver the sanitary pads, and also our team is good. Yeah, our team is good. Yeah, if you have the like-minded desire, then why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And so how can people maybe find you in your social media if they want maybe to be part of your projects? How can they be able to reach to you?
Okay, we have a page on Facebook and Instagram. The Generation Community Empowerment is our name, both Instagram and Facebook. And for business, it's House of Rose Kontu, both Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. So it has been nice having you. Maybe if you have a parting shot, maybe to tell our audience before we close.
Maybe to speak with parents who are now watching over their children, and you come across any child. This kid doesn't have to be your child by birth, and if you find that they need sanitary pad, maybe I can ask you come through for them. By this, you are also helping us reach out many girls and save them from feeling low self-esteem, from shedding their bodies to sanitary pads, and also we get to give them an easy time during their school hours.
And you mentioned there is a project that you're having soon at Generation of Community Empowerment.
Yes, we have an upcoming event on 3rd July, and this month of June we are campaigning for sanitary pads. So you can find us on the page or Instagram and reach us and see how you can help us. The details on how to donate, they are there in the e-poster.
Okay. Wow, thank you so much for your time. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yes, and so my good people, thank you so much for watching this video to the end. I know you have been inspired. So stay tuned. If you have not subscribed, kindly go and subscribe for more coming stories. If you want to share your story as well, you can email me at my email kenyayoungjournalist@gmail.com. See you on the next video. My name is Lynn Nyawera.